Oh, goodness, new camera angle. We're getting exciting now, aren't we? Hi, everyone.
Oh,
And it is the Lori and Rachel show. And you can't see our special guest except for the top of her head.
here, come this way.
There she is. So, we are going to talk about relationships today and how they, at least for our relationship, it's not like the easiest thing in the world sometimes.
I don't think any relationship is easy to maintain.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think that it's not easy with anyone because just I know from sisters that's hard, so adults must be hard too.
Yeah, because we're different people and we have different wants and desires and we work differently, and part of the relationship is working really hard sometimes to make everything fit together. I'm doing gears with my hands, honey. See, look.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I mean, it's, you hear the phrase that a marriage is work and you have to work at it, or any relationship is honestly work. I mean, there are some relationships that are pretty easy. I mean, but even then, like Lori and I feel like our relationship's fairly easy.
Sometimes.
But there are times that we get, one of them gets upset about one thing or the other, and the other one has a hard time seeing it. Usually it's me.
No.
But yeah, you just gotta work at it. And I keep saying,
Desi, you can't do that, baby.
do I need to move?
No. I'm just trying to make this
I can scoot over here in a little bit.
thing work.
But it's work, but it's work that you like doing, I guess.
It's work that's worth doing.
I like that better because there are times I don't like doing it.
No.
It hurts and
I am sorry, guys. We're trying to make this new arrangement work.
I think if you turn a little like I have, it works.
I was, and that wasn't working for me.
I'm sorry. You can lean back on me. I got you. Yeah, lean back. Just all lean back. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
How
great.
you guys doing? This will probably not be the end camera angle.
No.
We're just trying something to not crush us all in a little corner. We'll figure out something.
Relationships are worth the time, though. I mean, and right now with all of the social distancing, for me, it's made me value my relationships more. I miss my friends.
Mm-hmm.
I miss my work. For those of you who don't know, our district is closed for the year. We'll start distance learning Monday. What that's going to look like, we're not sure. But I mean, I won't see my kids till next school year now, and that kind of, I mean, it's hard. I miss my coworkers and my friends, and we haven't been able to go out and do much of anything like most other people. Like, it's not just us.
We've still gone on our dates. We have a date night, which is Friday night every week.
We've been driving around, staying in the car away from people, and getting takeout and bringing it home.
Yeah, week
or eating in the car.
Yeah, last week we ate in the car. It was uber not so much romantic, but it was good spending time with her.
Okay. Dessa, did you want to say something? Go ahead, baby girl. Look at the camera. Look at the camera. Come on. Come on. Say it.
I miss my friends.
Little one's having a little bit of a hard time with the not going back to school. It's hard.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things I would say is a parent, and if you have a kiddo who's school age, just ask if they're okay, and they may not want to talk about it.
But it's really hard. I know we were blessed to be able to do a parade around the neighborhood of my school and wave at the kids, which was pretty cool. But the social distancing is hard, and I'm not even an extrovert. Like, I like being at home, but at the same point, I miss just being able to talk to people and be around people, and this too will pass.
I am.
Sorry.
I am
Go ahead.
Sorry, I keep
Go ahead.
cutting you off. I am an extrovert, and I love spending time with my wife and my daughter and family. I just want to go around people so much right now. But I realize this is the social distancing and staying home as much as possible is the way that this has to go. And, you know, we're in that for the long haul, if it has to be that way.
Right. And I think when going back to relationships, this has been a good test for Rachel and I, because typically we go to work and we're away from each other for 8 hours a day, 9 hours a day. And then, no, well, by the time we get there and get home, and it's been really, I mean, I love being around my wife, and we do this in the summer, but normally in the summer we're doing stuff. We go to a museum, or we go to the zoo, or we go, and just being home, it's definitely different.
It has put new stresses in places that we haven't had stresses before. And I think we've done pretty well at dealing with those.
And learning to give each other distance and space, do our own things, and of course there's not much to go do. I like to read, so I've been reading a lot. Watching TV, we've watched a lot of TV. Go ahead, baby girl.
I've played a lot with my doll.
And you're reading?
Yeah, she's doing great on her reading every day, and
she's reading her first series of books, so we're really excited about that.
I'm reading the series of Unfortunate Events.
You gotta say it louder.
I'm reading the series of Unfortunate Events.
And I'm watching YouTube and playing video games a lot.
One of the things with relationships too is it's not just with your spouse or your partner. It's with your kids too. And I think for me, I mean, I love having this extra time with Hadessa, because typically in a day, by the time we get home from work, there's not a lot of time to spend together. And I'm really enjoying this extra time and being able to do extra stuff. We've played wrestling, and they've played Hot Wheels, and we've been able to do a whole lot of different stuff that a lot of times the weekend feels too short. There's so much other stuff to do. And then after school, by the time you get home and you make dinner and you eat and get ready for bed, there's not a lot of time. So this has been enjoyable in that respect. It's also a little bit of a test as well, because again, when you're around someone more than your normal amount, you learn things. Yes, baby girl.
Maybe tonight we should play something different.
Maybe.
Okay.
But yeah, it's definitely been interesting. I think we'll look back on this time in history, and hopefully, and I'm going to get on my little soapbox with relationships, I feel like with social media and with technology as a whole, I think it's taken away a lot from relationships. I think it's gained some stuff too, but I think it's taken away some. And I think this, now just having to rely on technology, I hope when this is said and done, it will make us value those face-to-face relationships more, because we haven't been able to have them in however long it will be before we can
Right.
go out. So I think for me, I'm really hoping that that's something that changes, that we will value, the face-to-face time that we have with people more. Put our phones down and enjoy those moments. So I really miss those moments. It's made me really think about who I miss and who I want to spend time with, and when this is all done.
Yeah. This whole thing, it's been different for me than it is for her. I like to be around people, and it's difficult to not be around all different kinds of people all the time. Already in our relationship, that was a balancing act. That Lori's an introvert, I'm an extrovert, and she doesn't want to be out all the time, and I kind of do. And we work pretty well. I think we work really well at balancing that.
Yeah.
But it's almost like, for me, I've been, kind of said, hey, now you have to be in an introvert's world. And it's learning. I'm learning to deal. Not gone completely stir crazy yet.
Yeah, and we're trying really hard to follow the rules. What?
And this says she has.
You have what?
I'm going to stir crazy.
I mean, we're trying really hard to follow the rules. We are the people who can go out for the family, so we've had to do the grocery shopping and pick up food when we need it, things like that. Mm-hmm. We haven't been out socially in 2.5 weeks, like actual social,
right?
Anything.
The last thing that we did was a big social gathering. Was our annual.
Yeah, which was on the 14th.
Yep.
So it's been tough. Also, I want to say that today is Trans Day of Visibility. I know, nice ironic timing on we're in quarantine.
But look, I'm being visible because here I am. But
so to all of our trans friends, sorry it's quarantine. I mean, like I told her this morning, I can't really take you out anywhere. But
right. Usually we go out and we have a little bit of a pseudo date night type thing.
Yeah. Not happening today.
Not going to happen today.
But there's that. And I think we've rambled enough now.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that's going on. Oh, I have a PSA.
Okay.
Something I want to say.
Okay.
Here, where we live, and is it okay if I say where we live?
You can say what state we live in.
Here in Oklahoma, we're having a huge issue with people not understanding that essential businesses are to be gone to for essential reasons.
They are not playgrounds.
Yeah, stay off playgrounds.
Yes.
Honestly, I saw a story about parents who are going to playgrounds that we've shut down because of the virus, and are going in and ripping the caution tape off of it and letting their kids play on it. That plastic holds the virus for a long time. I was looking at it.
I don't remember the exact time frame.
Plastics was like 3 days. So you are putting people at risk. I understand. Trust me. Like I said before, I am an extrovert. I want to be out and about, and I want to be around people. This is not the time for that. We need to, my bra's showing. We need to band together by staying away.
And there's a quote on Facebook, and I will not quote it exactly because it has cuss words, but basically the quicker that we stay away from each other and stay in quarantine, the quicker we can get back out And, don't be like the kindergartner that, the whole class is being good, but you got those one or two kids that are keeping the whole class from being able to go out. Don't be that kid.
Yeah.
I think that 3 days is 82 hours.
72. Close.
Good math.
So, please, guys, I know. But unless you need to go out, stay inside, enjoy this time with your family, or enjoy this time by yourself.
Yeah.
Whatever your situation, read a good book, watch a good movie.
I mean, I've seen lots of really interesting ways for friends still to get together, whether it be over, I think, Zoom.
Zoom is a good one. But, again, stay inside, stay away from other people right now.
Unless you absolutely have to go out.
Because we want to be able to go back out, and the longer people don't stay in, the longer we're going to be stuck in.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't want our hospitals overwhelmed. So please, guys, and take this time to enjoy the quiet, I guess.
Yeah, and take this time to enjoy. I mean, right now, I'll say for our experience, right now we live in a place, in an area that is right in line with where the airplanes come in for landings. And it means that most of the time, throughout the day, a couple hours, we'll hear an airplane go over, right, Dessa? But now, we're not hearing them. I mean, maybe once or twice a day.
Yeah, usually when I went outside, I would usually hear 2 airplanes come by.
Yeah, but now they're not coming by as much. And it's nice. The quiet is nice.
Yeah.
But I want us to stay inside, and this is selfish. I want us to stay inside and get this whole thing done with so I can go back out and I can go.
So we can go hug our friends again.
Yeah.
So here's a virtual hug to everyone. We love you, and we'll see you soon.
Okay, how do you do a virtual hug? It's like, ah!
Mwah!
Mwah! Love you guys. So, Tessa, can you go hit the big red button up there?
Yes.
All right.
Bye!